Hey guys, and welcome to Coco's Canvas. Today I am going to be showing you guys 5 tips and tricks that I use almost every single time I use colored pencils. Now I actually recorded this video a long time ago, so some of the video settings are weird, but anyways, let's get into it. Tip number 1, use thicker or heavier paper. When using colored pencils, it is very helpful to use thicker paper. Printer paper tends to be very thin, and when you use printer paper, it can be hard to layer and get the colors and textures that you want. So I would suggest using Bristol paper or mixed media. Tip number 2 is to sketch lightly. Sketching lightly can help so much with your drawing. This makes it easier to erase lines that you do not want, and it also can help prevent smudging with the lead of your pencil. One way I do this is by gripping my pencil a little further back. And if you do end up sketching very hard, you can always take a kneaded eraser and roll it across your sketch until you can barely see the lines. You can also do this with a regular eraser, and both work totally fine. Tip number 3 is to sharpen your pencils. Now this is very important because when your pencils are dull, you will not be able to get the right pigment sometimes. You will not be able to get nice, neat lines. You're actually able to blend even better with sharper pencils. Tip number 4, layer colors from light to dark. Now, I always like to go light from dark with my colored pencils. My logic is you can always make things a little darker, but it is really hard to make your drawings a little lighter. So what I did here was I put my first layer was my lightest color, which is my background color, and then I took one shade darker and started doing little circles on the edges. I find that doing little circles or very light, small lines while filling in an area can give a smoother look. And as you can see, I'm doing the same thing for the cupcake liner. I'm going light, and then I am slowly adding in a little bit of color. I do not like to outline my drawings because I do not like the harsh lines it gives. I know for certain drawings you want that, but for most of my drawings, I like to keep them very blended out. For blending out my colors, I also like to use my white colored pencil. This is very helpful. The first step is when you're putting your base coat or color that you want, try to do it in little circles and to try to keep it as even as you can. After that, you can layer up your colors and then use a white colored pencil and do little circles over that. That should help you get a very good blended color without the streaks. Tip number 5, plan out your highlights. So what I mean by this is where the light is hitting the object or person or thing that you are drawing. This is very, very important, and it can really help your drawing pull together. When I'm doing my highlights, I plan out where the light is going to be coming from and where the shadows will be. I try to leave the place where the highlights are pretty light. For strawberries, it is very smooth. There is not too much texture on the strawberry, so I left it pretty clear on that edge. If you are doing something furry or like my cupcake, the actual cake, I did not leave any harsh highlights because that is not how a cake is lighted. I went from light to dark. And as you can see, this frosting actually took a lot of effort. I'm still learning how to draw frosting, but this one went pretty well. I used a reference picture, and I think it helped a lot. When I'm using the reference picture, I'm trying to plan out which pieces of the frosting are going to be light and which ones are going to be blocked from the light. And this really helped with my drawing. Anyways, this is the end of the video. I really hope you guys learned something new and enjoyed this video. Anyways, I will see you guys later. Bye!